Right. Someone just tried to take an absolute liberty. Listen to this, yeah? So, I'm with Mia, and I'm walking along the quarry road, which leads to a big sand quarry, and it's like I'd say it's a road that people don't really use anyway. A car goes past me, slows down a little bit. I think nothing of it because, you know, it's a road where you might think you don't know where you're going anyway. I undo the window and have a little stare, but I'm the only person there, so I thought, you know what I mean, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, they turn around and come back. As they come back, they undo the window. And it looks like they're about to say something, but they don't. And then about 10 minutes later, when I get further down this road, the car comes back again. And they pull up beside me, and the fella in the car said, "Is that your dog?" I was like, "Well, obviously, whose else would it be? I ain't walked with someone else's dog, am I?" Anyways, he says, that's, and he says the dog's name, and she was stolen a couple of months ago. Okay, but this is definitely my dog, so I don't know what you're on about. Couple of little bits of like information that was pointless because she's my dog. Then he says, "Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to phone the police, or you're gonna have to give her back." You're taking the piss, mate. First of all, ring the police. Second of all, as if I'm gonna hand over Mia to an absolute numpty that I don't know. And then he says, like, "You don't know who we are. We're travellers, blah blah blah, and all this rubbish." And I said, "Just fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just do one." So I carried on walking with Mia, and then they get out of the car. Him and this other fella gets out of the car, and they start walking up behind me. So I kind of turned around and just said, "What's up, fella?" And as they were walking towards me, I started walking towards them, and said, like, you know, what's the dealio then? What are you saying? You know, what's the issue? And he said, "Look, this is such and such dog. I'm going to get them on the phone. You're taking liberty, stealing the dog." He started raising their voice again, pointing at it. I don't know who they are. So basically, I just put it on them. Listen, I used to be aggressive. I used to be a right dickhead. Do you know what I mean? You kind of chill out. You realise that violence is not always the right method. But these two started getting right on my tits. And I said to him, like, if you don't fucking do one, do you know what I mean? If you don't do one, I don't really want to say that. I said a few things, and they were like, "No, we want our dog back," and all this. But look, put it this way. I said, "I've got your registration number." I only got the last three. I know the car. I've got your description. So if you go around doing this on a daily, nicking fucking dogs, then I know who you are. So if anyone's around the Colchester area and your dog goes missing, contact me, because quite honestly, these two muppets were trying to steal a dog, weren't they? All this breed and shit and all that. I've never come across it before in my life, but so I stuck it on them. They said, "Oh, no, okay, we could have got it wrong." Followed them back to their car. They got in the car and then they drove off. It's a bit like, I don't know, in their right mind, like, who the fuck would hand over a dog that's theirs? Do you know? And especially down an area where there's no one else around. I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they actually thought. Do you know what I mean? Like, people stealing dogs, that's someone's baby. You know what I mean? And they even had the balls to come up to me when I had her in my hand. Anyways, it's just wrong. I'm so. I wish I could have just, like, I can't say that here, but anyways, yeah, just thought I'd share that. If anyone around Colchester, I'm gobsmacked that these two geezers actually thought they was, whatever.